Hello. Hi. Hey. Hey. Welcome. Welcome to the Steve Matney channel. That's ridiculous. So, a while back, I wrote this tweet. I said, I wouldn't call what I have FOMO. Probably like Fondarswimble. That is fear of never doing anything of real significance with my life. Since that tweet, I've put a bunch of stuff on the internet. The response has been poor to middling, and that's pretty hard. So I guess even deeper than the fear of never doing anything of real significance with my life is a fear of being in obscurity forever. As a kid and into my teenage years, I was always the one who tagged along with his older brother, and consequently, his older brother's friends. I was also kind of loud and kind of obnoxious and just really, really awkward. So I think my childhood was basically a chorus of, oh, you're so annoying. You're so annoying. You're so annoying. You're so annoying. To this day, being called annoying is one of my biggest pet peeves. It gets me right to my kid brain and makes me feel just not good enough. Unwanted. So even deeper than the fears of never doing anything significant with my life, and deeper than the fear of being relegated to obscurity, is a fear of just not being wanted. So I've put lots of things on the internet that I expected to do well. The first episode of our podcast, the last video I released about finding the truth, Bible Adventures, our Ice Bucket Challenge video. I put all this stuff out into the world with high expectations. Surely people would get excited about it, share it with their friends. Of course, every time I put something on the internet, reality struck. When PewDiePie releases a video, it gets, in the first couple days, about 2 million views. The Vlogbrothers and Philip DeFranco, their videos get in the hundreds of thousands of views within the first couple days. Probably my favorite movie show, Movies with Mikey, he gets about 10,000 views on a bad release. If you want to sell podcast advertising, it's sold at rates of cost per thousand. So to have value, your podcast has to have consistently at least 1,000 downloads. So I release and I get 75 views, maybe, on a good day. Our podcast weekly gets 30 downloads right now. Of course, I'm not saying I've got the longevity or quality or personality of the Vlogbrothers, PewDiePie, or even Movies with Mikey. I'd hope to aspire to that. Maybe at least a percentage? So I set myself up for these radical results. Somebody will notice the hard work I'm putting in. Really great content. Somebody will be pumped, at least as pumped as I am. And then crickets. When I was in elementary school, I wasn't super popular. Got bullied kind of a lot as a kid, so every year I was afraid to go to school. The night before school, I would cry. But still, the next morning, my parents would wake me up, scared or not, and I'd have to go to school. Creative work on the internet isn't like that. There's nobody to wake me up and make me post a video or produce a podcast. Some people are in a position where they have to release stuff because it pays the bills. I'm not in that position. I don't have to release stuff. When the Truth video came out and didn't have the results I was hoping for, I was pretty disappointed. So in kind of a weird desperation, I sent this tweet to Mikey Newman, the host of Movies with Mikey. I said, Mikey, do you ever work hard on something, think it's great, then see it flop? How do you continue despite hole-in-the-gut discouragement? Mikey was cool enough to respond. He said yes, all the time. And the answer is you make something new and hope that this one goes better. Back in October, my wife and I were driving to Colorado for my dad's, his 60th birthday party with his twin. We were just driving, chilling on the highway. Suddenly the car in front of us veered a little bit left, hit the rumble strips. Then they overcorrected and went way to the right, went into a ditch. My wife even said she saw the car roll. So immediately we pulled over. We stopped. My wife got out to see if she could help, and I grabbed my phone to call 911. It was a crazy scene. A girl ran out of the car, covered in something pinkish, blood, maybe? My wife basically commanded her to sit down. I called 911 and gave them the mile marker number and went to see if I could help out. It turns out the red stuff was an exploded watermelon. The girl driving, Sage, she wasn't hurt at all, thankfully. She was wearing a seatbelt. In talking to her, Sage had actually been in a similar accident in the same model of car a few months before. And here she was back in the saddle, so to speak. Even if she was in another accident, she was brave and tenacious to get the same model of car again and just keep driving. I can say this, if it was me, I don't know if I'd be back on the road at that point in time. I don't know if I'd be brave enough. Sage was awesome. Even through all of this, she was barely even shaken. She was a little bit stickier because of the watermelon. But that's the thing. I could give up. I could just stop, not get another car. Everything in life is optional. So wouldn't it be easier to just push the off button, to not try again? Sure, but then there's that voice in my head. I'm not good enough. I'll never make an impact. Nobody wants me. If I just give up, I'll never have a chance to prove that voice wrong. Do you hear me? If you just give up, you'll never have a chance to prove the voice wrong. Good luck out there. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, if it was funny or impactful or meaningful to you, why don't you hit that like button? And if you haven't yet, subscribe. That'd be great. I try to release with some frequency, so you'll see some stuff on this channel. Again, thanks for watching. See you later.